Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Our topic today is a bit eyebrow raising, a paranormal, Bigfoot, Yowies, UFOs, or sometimes called unidentified aerial phenomena. Now, God-fearing people may ask questions. Do these phenomena, if they exist, diminish God's greatness? Well, the short answer for me is no, absolutely not. If anything, it just further adds another layer of his divineness and his greatness that, you know, what we are accustomed to on our planet Earth doesn't mean that that's all there is to God's creation. It's what we understand, but these phenomena, true or false, aren't going to diminish the greatness of our Creator. So we can ask ourselves questions like, you know, are these things real? Are they imagined? Are they hoaxes? Are there creatures or ghosts roaming our earth? Do demons exist? Things such as, is there life on other planets? And all unexplained phenomena. Now, does this unexplained phenomena, does it mean that God isn't the creator and, you know, something else is? No, absolutely not. As I said before, it just, in my opinion, increases the greatness that God is. Now, why am I mentioning these things? Well, first of all, I want to explain that I have had some questions about this. I get emails. People that watch my channel often will email me. Also, in conversation, this comes up from time to time. And up until now, I haven't sort of felt a need to address it. But I really do think that it needs to be spoken about and explained in a realistic way. So that's what my plan is. Now, we might say, is it even appropriate to speak of these subjects? And, you know, I'm a God-fearing person, a Noahide woman. Should I just stick to those topics, or do we need to branch out and look at some of these controversial issues? Well, as a responsible person, as a God-fearing person, I feel I have a responsibility to investigate or look at evidence or read information about this so that I can give an informed response or make an informed decision or explain how I feel as a child of God. You know, how does this affect my thought patterns? So let's move on. We can't go through life hedging difficult questions, no matter what the topic is about. And often we do that because we fear that the answer might be something we don't agree with or approve of, or, you know, makes us feel uncomfortable at times, makes us have to think differently about certain things. So, and many do struggle with these topics that I've mentioned today and others. It conflicts with their beliefs at times, and even their perception of God's greatness and God's creation. So, and these are all legitimate concerns that people have and thoughts that go through their mind. I'm not for 1 minute undermining that. But at the same time, I think we need to have a very firm concept of what God is. What is our understanding and knowledge of God, or a Hashem, as Noahides and Jews refer to God by that name. But let's talk in the generic. So what we're going to do in future videos is we're going to unpack and look at some of these topics individually, and also we're going to look at what sort of evidence source evidence there is. There'll be, and I will provide those where it's possible, and the references, etc. And most of all, we're going to look at what Torah tells us about these things. So we're going to base that, look at all the information, collect it, and then say, now let's take a look at what Torah tells us. And wherever possible, of course, I will be giving you direct references to the Torah information. It may reference you to another video to watch. There are some brilliant videos out there made by very learned rabbis on topics such as this or similar. So I will provide linkage for you where you can, I might whet your appetite on the topic, and then you can go and follow it up further. Because as God-fearing people, we also have a responsibility to source information. We can't always just put our hand up and ask a rabbi or another person the question and expect them to provide us with all that information. At some point, we have to actually open a book or look for some information. We have to actually be responsible for sourcing that. Then, when we get an overview, of course, we can then consult other people more learned than us and find out some more information, or if you have questions, have them explained to you. So that is something that there are some topics that I'll discuss, and they need to be addressed because they are of concern, or they simply are of interest to other people, regardless of your religious affiliation or beliefs. So this is going to be discussions and insights that everyone can appreciate, regardless of what your personal beliefs are. So the other thing, having said all that, the other thing I want to bring to your attention right now is that the future direction of this channel, it's called My Noahide Family. And those of you who are subscribers, of course, thank you again, been following it for some time. So what I'm going to be doing is, and this won't affect my subscribers or viewers in any way, but just some people might be listening and this will affect them. So I'm going to be withdrawing from some groups, and that can be Facebook groups, etc. There's lots of things. Excuse in the background, it's a rainy day. My little dogs are playing inside, so I'm sorry, just have to try and hear over the top of them playing. So I'm going to be withdrawing from some groups, and the reason for that is predominantly I just can't keep up with them all, and so I can't sort of be too involved with them either. Because of that time, I do have to sort of be a bit prudent with my time. So I just can't follow everything that I'd like to, and there are some that, I sometimes think, I don't know why I'm in that group, So I'm going to be withdrawing from certain groups and platforms, and in order that I can concentrate more on these relevant questions, etc., and requests that I get, mainly as a result of the YouTube channel, and sometimes I get emails from people, of course, not only just the comments on YouTube, and ask me certain questions. And of course, I've been a bit of a coward too. I've been hedging some of those and thinking, I'm saying, oh well, I'll put it off till later. I will get to that when I get time, but I have to face the music and address some of these issues. So whereas before I used to promote my videos through other Facebook groups and other platforms, I'm not sort of going to be doing that now. I'm just going to be, except for one or two organisations, of course, I'll promote it there. But basically, it's just going to be published and then it's up to you to find it. So if you're already a subscriber, that's not going to be a problem because you're going to get an alert. But if you're not already a subscriber and just randomly kind of watch my videos or regularly, then please consider becoming a subscriber. There's no strings attached to it. It just means you'll get a notification when there's a new video put up. Now, so the reason I'm sort of slimming down the groups and associations I have is for, it's not for nefarious reasons or anything like that. Again, it's a matter of time. And also, I really wish to be independent in disseminating information, and I want it to be factual and relevant to God-fearing people, meaning Noahides and other people that watch and subscribe to my channel aren't necessarily what we call God-fearers or Noahides. But I want to be able to concentrate and spend my time on looking and researching certain things and making sure I'm getting the right information, etc. So I need to be relatively independent in finding that out for myself as well. I have to have due diligence to seek out the information from correct people as well. And also, I will discuss topics that need to be addressed and are of concern to you, my subscribers, and to other people who ask me questions as well. And they're things of concern or interest to them, and regardless of religious beliefs or affiliations. So the YouTube channel is going to continue. It's just that I will be a bit more independent and hopefully address some of those things that I have been shelving for some time, some questions and concerns people have. So, and certainly there's still going to be information for God-fearing people, regarding the Noahide laws, etc. But I'm just going to sort of have come away from certain organisations and things like that I just don't have time to be involved with. And quite frankly, there are some groups and organisations out there that have lost the plot when it comes to addressing the 7 universal laws, what is appropriate for Noahides to do, what is not appropriate for Noahides or God-fearers to do. And the water's getting muddied at times, and seems like everyone's got a Noahide channel or group now, and some of that information is questionable at times. So I will be remaining independent. Yes, I will continue to have regular videos, probably 2, maybe sometimes 3 a week. It depends on how much material and research I can get through to produce what it is that you want to see. So in the meantime, thank you again so much for subscribing to this channel. There's about 520 subscribers now. Bless you all. Thank you so much. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so you don't miss any interesting topics. Sorry for my little dogs, but they're God's creatures. Animals come first here. So until next time, please take care and God bless.